In the equation, x minus 3 squared, y minus 2 squared equals 16, the center of the circle is. H comma k is your center. And then my trick is it's the opposite of whatever these numbers are. So the opposite of -3 is +3. The opposite of -2 is +2. Then if we need the formula, we can write it out. Okay. Next one. In the equation, x plus 2 squared, y minus 3 squared equals 4, the radius of the circle is. So remember in this spot, let's just write it out, x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So this is our r squared. R squared is equal to 4. Square root both sides. Don't forget your plus and minus, I hope, as you're doing it. And we'd look at only the positive one since it's a radius. Answer is 2, radius. The center of the circle again, h comma k. The opposite of -4 is +4. The opposite of -3 is +3. Okay, so that's the streamlined approach. You can always write the formula and try matching it that way. But I think that's kind of the confusing way of doing it. Write the standard equation of a circle with the given center and radius. All right, the center is 0, 0, radius 3. So that would be x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. So these are zeros. So that's x minus 0 squared. Some of you can do this one in your head, but it's just nice to see the work. And the radius is 3 squared. We don't need the zeros. 9 is the answer right there. All right, which graph represents this? All right, so then it's just nice to write out what your center is. The h is 0, nothing next to x. The k is the opposite of -6, +6. And then 9 is the r squared. So square root both sides. Look at the positive. 3 is our radius. So 0, 6, x is 0, y is 6, x is 0, y is 6, radius of 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's that purple one there. The diameter of a circle has length 12. So remember, diameter goes through the center. So that diameter is 12. And the center is -5, 2. So we need the radius. So the diameter divided by 2 is the radius. So 12 divided by 2 means 6 is our radius. All right. And then we just plug everything in with looking and remembering the opposite idea. The opposite of -5, so our center, let's just plug it all in. X minus h squared plus y minus k squared equals r squared. And our center was -5, 2, and our radius is 6. All right. So when you plug it in, it's the opposite of this. So it's x plus 5 squared plus y. That's a +2, so it comes in as a -2. And then the radius squared is 6 squared, which is 36. And there we go. Careful, it gave you diameter on that one to try to trick you. Which graph corresponds to this? So our center, the opposite of -4 is +4. The opposite of positive 4 is negative 4. And r squared equals 25. Square root of r squared equals plus or minus square root of 25. R equals 5. And 4 is the x. Sometimes I get these confused still. It's nice to mark them. 4 for x, negative 4 for y. It's there. And then we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and confirm the radius is 5. So it's this red one here. Which graph corresponds to this one? Positive 2 and negative 3 for the in these spots, and then a 36. So that would be our center is the opposite of these. Yeah, I'm messing up a little bit. Center is our opposite. So negative 2 for this one. Opposite of negative 3 is positive 3. And then hopefully by now you're seeing that the radius is the square root of this. Square root of 36 is 6. So be careful about that. Negative 2 is our x, positive 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to confirm. So it looks like it's this blue one. All right.